All of the advertising that I saw for this movie was about how it was from the same writer as David Fincher's Seven, and he's written some other good movies too, like Sleepy Hollow, which is my favorite Tim Burton film. But let me tell you, if I didn't know beforehand that this was from the writer of Seven, I never would have guessed, because this kind of stinks. And I'm disappointed. I thought this could be cool. I was looking forward to this. A satanic slasher, Andrew Kevin Walker as a writer, Georgina Campbell starring. I thought it would be fun, and I walked out of the theater genuinely upset because this has been a bad February after a surprisingly solid January, which we are now paying for. February for me has had two different types of movies: terrible or decent. Even the movies that I've liked, I think they've been fine. None of them have really connected that strongly with me. I haven't loved any of them. And then all the ones that have been bad have been bad. And those movies have all been horror, which hurts me specifically, as it is my favorite genre, and I want to celebrate it and support it, and you're making it hard. So you have Georgina Campbell, who's a cop. Her husband, who is also a cop, gets killed by this guy who's traveling across the country and doing ritualistic satanic murders on a bunch of people, and she chases after him to try to track him down and get her revenge. And sometimes we're following her and her investigation, trying to figure out what this guy's deal is, what he may be up to, and sometimes we're following the killer as he kills a bunch of random people. And again, that sounded cool, and I'll give credit to Georgina Campbell. She's good. I like seeing her. I just saw her in Cold Storage like a week ago. I think she's good in these movies, even if they're not great themselves. And I was intrigued for a while. I wanted to know what this guy's plan was. I wanted to see how sadistic he was going to get. I was going to see how far we were going to push this on a journey for revenge. The first half of the movie is pretty familiar territory. I was not loving it by any means, but I was on board well enough, thinking that it was okay. But as it goes on, it gets sillier and sillier. Even at the beginning, it is familiar. You got Hail Satan, 666, pentagrams, upside down crosses, all the imagery you expect to see from something like this. There's not really anything new or interesting about the killer himself. He's kind of just a Satanist guy. There's really nothing that stands out about him. If you look at something like Longlegs from a few years ago, say whatever you will about that movie or about that character, but it had memorability. You remember the way he looked, the way he talked, the way he sang. He left an impression. This guy is just like a guy. I never really felt a strong sense of mystery or tension or fear or anything. Even the way he talks, he's like, very deep voice. I really like Satan. He is my best friend. And it was cheesier rather than scary. Felt like somebody trying to put on a tough guy voice. The mask is fine, I guess. Doesn't leave too much of an impression, but it's fine. It's not breaking any new ground, but it's okay. And then as the movie goes on, it just becomes completely ridiculous as we get this over-the-top violence, which oftentimes I'm a big fan of. You want to give me some crazy bloodshed in movies? Hell yeah. But here, I didn't think it fit at all. First of all, it doesn't look good. There's a lot of CGI, and the way it's handled, when you've got this tone of a woman seeking revenge for her murdered husband, and she's desperate and emotional, and this man going around murdering these people in horrific ways, and then you just get this ridiculously absurd, over-the-top CGI blood spray shit. It doesn't mesh at all. It feels completely ridiculous. There's a scene that could have been horrifying, but there's all this CG, there's a bunch of slow-mo, and it's like this could have been a subtle, creepy exercise in horror, and it's just becoming more and more goofy. And this is the director's first directing job. He has been a producer since the 90s on a lot of movies, including 8mm, which was also written by Andrew Kevin Walker. You maybe should have stayed a producer. And I'm waiting for them to reveal something cool about the killer, about his plans. Give me some kind of cool thematic point that ties it all together. There are little breadcrumbs throughout about how the killer might be connected to this other guy and what his plan might be, and I'm waiting for something to grab me. Like, okay, there's got to be something here. the writer of Seven, some kind of cool twist, something that ties it all together, recontextualizes things, makes me see the whole movie in a whole new light. And that just never happens. It never does. When you get the reveal of what the killer's plan is, it's just fucking stupid. I want to say it. I do, but I'm not going to spoil it. But if I said it out loud, I would not be able to stop myself from laughing. It's just so... Again, you have this thing that is ripe to be a grounded, creepy, serial killer thriller. And it even starts that way, not breaking new ground, but being okay. And then it just devolves into this goofy insanity. And the killer's plan is this over-the-top, massive scale, completely unfitting for what came before it nonsense. And I just became less and less invested as the movie went along. I did this as a double feature with another movie, and that movie was okay. I'll be reviewing that very soon. But I saw that movie and I was like, Psycho Killer's gonna be better, for sure. I'm really gonna like Psycho Killer. And then I was just getting so dejected as the movie went on. It lost me more and more as we kept going. And I'm just so mad. I also don't think the character work here is special at all. I liked Georgina Campbell, but after the inciting incident where her husband is killed and she sets out for revenge, there's just not much to her as a person beyond that. You don't get a lot really in terms of her personality, what else she's like as a person. There's not really any kind of like moral dilemma, somebody being pushed too far, somebody's like seeping into the darkness of this world and being affected by it. She's just kind of a lady, and she's like a likable enough lady, like, hell yeah, girl, get your revenge. There's just not much there. There's not anything done in the character department. What was the point? What was the point of any of it? Like, why'd you do this? Why'd you write this? What did you contribute here to the world? To the world. There's nothing new. It's just some satanic guy is gonna go do some killings and it's gonna be goofy and there's a lady. Okay. Why do I care? If I had seen this like a couple weeks ago, I'd be saying all the same things about it, but my tone would be less irritated. I'm just so sick of February. I don't know what's happening, but I hate feeling this way. I want to walk out of the theater happy, especially when I'm watching horror. And I walk out of this, and I just feel like my time has been wasted, like you had the opportunity to do something really cool and really fun here, and you blew it to smitha-fucking-reens. I just keep going into these movies thinking this is going to be the one to break the spell, and it just doesn't happen. And it's like, what do I need to do? Please, Scream 7. Please. I have my concerns about you, but I need you to be good. I physically need it, or I'm going to scream. Myself, actually. That's like the biggest movie coming out for the rest of February. I'm also seeing Pixar's Hoppers at an early screening on February 28th, I think. Maybe there will be good movies on the horizon, but for now, I feel like this is a punishment from Satan. Am I in hell? Is this what hell is? Being disappointed by movies over and over again forever? I had my issues with Longlegs, but holy shit, give me Longlegs 100 times over rather than this. And it just stings, because there are other horror movies that have come out recently, like The Strangers and Whistle and whatever, where I knew they weren't going to be any good, and they were bad in pretty much the ways I expected them to be bad. And in terms of overall quality, I can admit that they're worse than this probably. But when you go in really wanting something to be good and thinking that it could be, and then it just slaps you in the face after you've been slapped in the face a bunch of times already recently, it hurts. I need help, Sam. I need horror to be good right now. Can you give me that? Can you do something with your Halloween magic? He said no. He told me to go fuck myself. I'm sorry I tossed you like that. That was rude of me. I shouldn't have done it. I don't know what to rate it. 4, 3, something like that out of 10. Man. Dude. Shit. Put that on the Blu-ray cover. Man. Dude. Shit. Without context. You don't know what that could be a glowing endorsement. That could be me being awestruck and having no idea what to say. But it's not. It doesn't even play the song by the Talking Heads. The hell? What the fuck? How could you not? Come on. I know it would be too easy, it'd be too obvious, but like, come on. Georgina Campbell, be in better movies, please. I love Barbarian so much. Release Barbarian on Blu-ray. You fucking, what the hell is wrong with you? It's still not on Blu-ray. Hello. Come on, I got the spot for it on the shelf right here in the B section between The Banshees of Inisherin and Barbie. Please. I'm just talking about other shit now, because I don't want to talk about Psycho Killer anymore, because I'm genuinely upset. And I have to do something fun before I go to bed tonight to make me feel better. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to go do something more interesting. This is another one of those instances where I had to record the review right after I got home from the theater because I just needed to rant. I needed to vent. Bad time. But if you've seen the movie and you liked it, please let me know what you liked about it. If we have differing opinions, that's all fine and dandy. I don't mind at all. You're allowed to think whatever you want to think. But if you were disappointed, then we can comfort each other down in the comment section. I feel like I'm going psycho, and if someone killed me at this point, I don't think I'd even mind that much. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more from me, that'd be great. That's preferable to the other thing I just said. Thank you for the support, and I hope to see you next time.